week. Good response, I think, by our guys. Intensity of practice this week, how we prepared, how we came out and played, performed. I thought that was pretty good for us. Obviously, I thought defensively played really well. Had guys running the football, took advantage, put pressure on them. You know, they're playing backup quarterback, and that's always hard to do. I mean, we know we've been playing. Had to play a backup quarterback this year, so I know that's always tough for a team, and I think our defense took advantage of it to keep them in bad situations all day. Obviously, great crowd. It was great to be back in the swamp. One biggest thing to me, I get Scott Strickland over there, right? Have him come up. We didn't play more games here. It feels like forever since we played here. I thought I might call him out for that. No, but it was a great crowd today, huge crowd, gave that home field advantage. I think, the biggest thing to me was energy. We talked about the crowd coming out and give that team the energy that we feed so much off of that, and being back at home, having not been here for a long time. For the crowd to turn out, create the atmosphere, the energy, the excitement in the stadium, in the swamp. That's what we expect is we try to, when we talk about the Gator standard and the players and how they perform on the field, but that's all of us. That's everybody in the Gator Nation and our fans. Hey, we've been away for a while. November, cool morning, early kickoff, but they showed out, created an unbelievable environment, and that's what the swamp's all about, is creating the best home field advantage in college football. I don't know. What do you guys got?
Dan, what changed in the third quarter there?
We scored touchdowns. I mean, to be honest with you, with the exception of the ball crossing the goal line, really nothing, to be honest with you. I thought we moved the ball really well most of the day. And, in the first half, I mean, we left a bunch of points out there, and for the, so I mean, it's good we scored a bunch, but I think we left a bunch out there, and that's kind of disappointing. So, should have scored a whole bunch more. And, but, great learning. I mean, can't come up, can't turn. We had three red zone possessions end up in 2 interceptions and a missed field goal, and you can't do that. And so we'll keep working on it and keep getting better, execute cleaner. And
Trask, with the most passing yards since Tebow's finale, is that just kind of who you guys have become now, passing team? Yeah, I mean, it's what teams are going to, we're take what they give us, and we're going to highlight the strengths of our players. And we got a pretty good, pretty deep receiving core. We started 2 freshmen on the off. Had to start because of injuries and other stuff. 2 freshmen on the offensive line. I mean, we've just been battered and decimated with injuries, but you know what? Our receivers have come up, and I know everybody, hey, who do you want to focus on? But if you look, we spread the ball around a lot. We have a lot of different guys touch the ball, and there's a benefit to that. It allows the quarterback to not have to force things. Hey, just take what they give us, and it was working, so we just stuck with it. All right, what do we throw for? 410? It's a good day. I mean, I was waiting for the, boy, can we run it more? What do we run it for? Okay. Oh, because Kadarius Toney's our leading rusher. Right. And then our running back, though, had like 4 catches.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, could you kind of sense this week that this was going to be not your typical, bad bounce back week?
Well, no, I thought we came out. Obviously, like I said, last year after that, losing that game, I thought to Georgia, we came out. I thought we had a pretty good week of practice, and then we just came out late in egg. But to this day, I always say this. I mean, I know I say that, but we all played a Missouri team that played an unbelievable game with a lot of talent, NFL quarterback and all that, a bunch of NFL players on defense, but we didn't play very well, and they played very well, and then we got crushed. I thought this week in challenging our guys, the intensity starting Monday, to come out, and play with a little chip on our shoulder, play a little, that competitive nature. I want to go out there and play. I want to go out there and win. And I thought we had that. And I thought, that's all we talked about. We talked about coming in, and it can't just be within our preparation. It also has to translate to our performance on the field to play with a little edge and a little chip on our shoulder. And I thought we did that.
And also the play that was overturned, you didn't seem very happy with that. I think you even went down to
listen, I mean, as my wife will tell me, it's not worth the money. But you guys tell me the difference between – I'd love somebody to tell me the difference between the 2 plays. And I guess we'll find out. I'm sure they'll have their whatever reasonings.
You're talking about the Georgia play last week? Yes. Just to double check.
Yeah. They look pretty similar to me. Right?
I'm sorry. What'd you think of Mahmoud's performance?
All right, pretty good. Let me see here. He had 3 sacks, right? It's a pretty good day, right? I mean, when you're talking next guy up mentality, and we've done that all year. I mean, we play a lot of young guys. We try to rotate a lot of guys like I want to do. We rotate a lot of guys. We have played a lot of guys today and played them early, which was, one thing I wanted to make sure we got guys into the flow of the game right away, and we were able to do that both offensively and defensively. And I think it paid off for us as the game went on.
How nice was it to see, I guess, the offense respond the way it did with 3 plays. You guys are 2 touchdowns in about 3 minutes there.
Yeah, that was really good. It's just frustrating. Honestly, in the first half, you're looking out there, and they have some playmakers on their team. I thought, you look at their running back. We did a great job containing him, held him 28 yards on the day, and he's a great player. Obviously, playing a backup quarterback or their third-string quarterback, puts the pressure on them. But able to limit their dynamic players, but you're at 14-0 and you feel like, hey, we've kind of dominated this game and it's 14-0. You're a play away from it being in there. Even when it got to 28-0, I think a big deal. Grenard's touchdown was big. I mean, I'm on time. It's like, hey, we're in complete control of this game, and hey, you're a score away or a mistake away from this being a tight game, even though it didn't feel that. And it was kind of like, hey, all's good, no big deal, but we made the play, and from that, I think it able to refocus our edge to finish.
Cassie over here to the left.
After last week, how much was today about making a statement, just to remind people who the team is?
It was to me about making a statement to ourselves of making sure we get our edge back. Like I said, there was a disappointment off of last week. But if you're a competitor, you compete, and you can't wait to compete, and you love winning, and so I love winning. So I'm going to enjoy it tonight. We're going to try to start all over again tomorrow morning.
And then Trask first touchdown to P. Ryan at the start of the second quarter. That form, is that something you taught him, or was that just him trying to get it out there?
Oh, over the top? Well, it was an option play, and
unique little pass.
Yeah. Well, he's no Jamel Holloway. No, he's still it doesn't mean option plays don't work, right? And Cassie has no idea who I'm talking about.
I have no idea who that is. No.
Right. You need to go watch some of the college football You need to go watch one of the college football 150 shows, you know what I mean? And go watch the 84 Orange Bowl, right? Is that what it was? Huh? Yeah. 84 Orange Bowl. Jamel Holloway, right? Yeah. That sounds right. Yeah. We're aging ourselves. Don't sit there quietly like, oh, I don't know, 84. Like I was in second grade. For onset number. No, but
I had met
on the option play, and I think the end got up the field, kind of boxed him for the pitch. He just kind of threw it over the top of him.
Over here left.
Was a touchdown pass though, right?
That's all that matters.
I think he does that on purpose, because if he pitches it backwards, it's a touchdown run.
Over here left, coach.
What did you see from Richard and Ethan in their first starts on the line?
I'll watch it more on film. To me, a lot of times on the field, it's what I don't see, right? Which is I didn't see any negative things with those two during the course of the game. So I imagine that's going to be possible. I'm looking at a lot of different things, and so it's but we'll watch on film. What I didn't see is anything negative. So I thought, to me, just in that walking off the field, that those two guys did a heck of a job. Having to come in, fill in, and play with confidence.
Matt,
over here. You touched on just how deep the receiving core is and how that helps Trask. How does that kind of open things up for you as a play caller?
Well, I think what allows you to do is just call plays and understand that, hey, we're not calling a play maybe to get it to this guy or get it to that guy. Hey, call the play. We'll take what the defense gives us. And not just that, as we're taking what the defense gives it to us, we're getting to somebody that's a pretty good player. That there's, it's not like, okay, hey, boy, they're forcing us to throw it to this guy all week. Great. Have us throw it to that guy. I got no problem with that, And I also think the leadership at the receiver corps and what Coach Gonzalez has done is unbelievable. If you look at those guys, how they celebrate together, how they play. I don't know. According to this, our leading receiver was 4 catches on the day, right? We completed 25 passes. The leading receiver had 4. And they celebrate to each other. There's no arguments, fights over what series. Now, if I go by position, each position probably had 8 catches. But they split time, and they don't care. I mean, our two team captains play the same position. I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't know who. I can't tell you who started how many games, and I've never heard a thing about it. All I hear about those guys just, hey, get on the field, play hard, play special teams, be a team player, do what's right, and that just shows unbelievable leadership. I don't find many teams that their 2 team captains or wide receivers, both receivers play the same position and split time. And I mean, it's not a complete meltdown. You know what I mean? It just shows how the leadership of that position, what Coach G's been able to do with them.